I'm excited. Here we go. Clean them up. What a welcome. That was disdainful.
That man keep my words.
That is pure brute force. And he's got another. How's that been taken? That is unbelievable.
Dominance continues in the Caribbean.
Things are nicely poised at Providence after the batters wrestled back some control on day 2. Jason Holder hit an unbeaten half-century before Aidan Markram and Kyle Verena matched him. Jaden Seals and Gudakesh Moti showed that effort and skill can still be rewarded on this surface. But the West Indies need a big first session to keep the Sir Vivian Richards Trophy within reach. And so we come to day 3 of this second test between the West Indies and South Africa. The action coming live from Providence Stadium in Guyana. We've had 2 glorious days of sunshine. Unfortunately, we had a couple of early morning showers which began about 45 minutes ago. They came in quite heavily, but the ground staff have done an excellent job of covering the surface and protecting it, and they are at work as the rains have stopped. The teams are coming out to get into their warm-up drills, so that is very promising for a start not too long from now.
Just slides on. The West Indies have got their first in the very first over of day 3.
And it's a first for Warrican. Yeah, no thought of even reviewing that. That was as plumb as it gets. No turn, just on with the arm. Not a good decision from Mulder. And once he misses, yep, that's as plumb as you can get. Elation for Warrican. West Indies strike in the very first over on day 3. The partnership of 85 comes to an end, 224 for 6.
West Indies have got another duck for Maharaj. What a start to the day.
That's a hat-trick of ducks for Keshav Maharaj. Just 5 deliveries he's faced across 3 test match innings. Gudakesh Moti completes an easy catch, a 4-for finally for Jaden Seals, and they strike in the first and second over on day 3.
Really good from Verena. So much balance and exactly what South Africa require this morning.
That's a boundary off the back of Kyle Verena.
Yeah, there's so many things that are good about this shot. His balance, but the way he's been able to thread the gap, a very small gap between mid-off and cover, and all along the carpet. A fusion of timing and placement from Verena.
Straight through. It's 5 for Jaden Seals. What a bowling display this has been. His second in his young test career. A future star.
For that future star, he's a current star. And they can look at this delivery. Just that inward movement again. And breaches the defense of Verena, who is on 59, remember. The youngest West Indian to get that 5-wicket haul when he got his first. Another one to add to that. Verena goes for a well-played 59, 232 for 8.
There we go. It was time after facing 3 dot deliveries.
Boundary off the back of Kakisa Rabada.
Go on, Joey.
The first boundary in 34 balls.
Very good from Jamel Warrican. underutilized in this innings, in my opinion, but he's showing that he has the capability in this spell this morning.
Yeah, what a response from Jomel Warwick on the delivery before. Was hit for a boundary and achieving the wicket. Asking Rabada to follow that delivery. Yeah, very good catch in the first slip region. Good hands, good eyes, good reward. Rabada goes for 6. It's 2-4-4 for 9.
Taken it. What a brilliant catch. He has his revenge on Nandre Berger from the first time he batted in the match. That is a snatch of excellent performance from Jaden Seals. 6 wickets in the innings, 9 wickets in the match. I think it's his best innings performance following the 5-wicket haul against Pakistan in 2021.
Yeah, just the awareness in your follow-through. This is not easy to do. And landed in that right hand, saved hands. The excellence from the youngster. Appreciation from the team. 6 for 61.
Just throw the ball, Gregory. I ain't keeping it. I ain't keeping it.
And take a bow, Jaden Seals.
Give him one to keep though.
Really good effort. We talk so much about his workload, but there he is, ball in hand. 6 for 61.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to give it a last push today with the ball. And boy, hasn't he ended his bowling workload in the last 6 weeks with brilliance. This West Indies bowling group has a lot of potential.
South Africa, 246 for 10. This has been excellent from the West Indies in the latter half.
The West Indies led by Jaden Seals. It was Shamar Joseph in the first innings. It is Seals in the second innings. His best innings bowling in test matches. His second 5-wicket haul. A couple of wickets for Moti and for Warwicken.
Beautiful stroke from Craig Brathwaite. He looks a batter with great intent. Got himself into a very good position to punch this off the back foot.
Yeah, and you certainly feel that they will have to have a bit of a fight here. You can see he's looking, like you said, he's getting himself into a wonderful position on top of the bounce.
Edge. And catch well taken. Slip Corden getting closer to the stumps. And South Africa, as a team, they have their first wicket.
Yeah, they needed early wicket, South Africa. We've asked Guyana Rabada to get it a touch fuller. This time round, he's dragging Mika Louis a touch forward. And an excellent catch by Vian Mulder. Yeah, that's what it means to the South Africa's premier fast bowler, Guyana Rabada. He strikes first, Louis goes for 4. The West Indies 12 for 1.
Just caressing this one through that cover region. Casey Carty didn't try to overhit it. And that's a terrific stroke.
Yeah, I just get a sense that Nandre Berger just struggling with his rhythm here a little bit. Again, he's looking for that ball angling across the right-hander, but he gets himself into a wonderful position, Casey Carty. Not looking to overhit it.
There again, beautiful from Craig Brathwaite. It's been a productive area for the right-handed batter and captain of the West Indies. 4 runs to end the over, 9 coming from it. 28 for 1.
Yeah, he's much better today in terms of moving his feet. He's looking to score, but just watch how he gets into line. Gets on top of that, he's in full control. Excellent shot. West Indies 28 for 1.
Oh, very late. That finger goes up. He has sent it upstairs, Brathwaite. It came very late. Big moment.
TV director, we have a play LBW. Original on-field decision is out. Check the feet placement. It's fair delivery. You can have a look at front on. Okay, just rock that back. Appears quite close to the inside edge. Can we have a look at Ultradge, please? Okay, roll that through to the pad. Okay, clearly missed the bat. We can go to ball track when ready, please. Okay, impact is outside off. Okay, we'll go back to Hassan off versus decision to not out. Hassan, you're on screen now, please.
Yeah, decision overturned. There is an edge. It wasn't convincing from Carty, but there are opportunities to score with this field set.
Appreciation from the crowd. You're using the angle. Ball just going away from the right hand and using the angled bat.
Well played again. Anytime they've gone straight in this series to Casey Carty, he's been able to find the boundary and score.
Excellent from Casey Carty. He's been patient. But what he's done is scored in the areas that he's strong in. So he's waited and waited and just helped this delivery that is good in line.
Well, it really is the ultimate test, this format, and the first examination has been passed by the West Indies. They lost Louis earlier, but a 31-run partnership between Brathwaite and Carty has steered the ship safely to lunch. But game on, folks. 2-6-3 to win. South Africa 9 wickets away.
And 6 wickets to fall in the first session. 24 overs bowled.
And the West Indies will feel like they have won the opening session, a critical opening session here on day 3. First of all, to limit South Africa to below 275. And then Craig Brathwaite was positive to start, scored a few boundaries in the offside. Louis, the only wicket to fall. Vicky Surabada set him up nicely, and Carty, as he's done in this series, has been positive as he's come to the crease on 15, and still at his Hodge holder the silver to come.
And just a 1 wicket taken by South Africa, courtesy Kagiso Rabada. Moved on to 97 wickets in Test match cricket. The bowlers unsuccessful thus far.
220 runs to win. Those around the region, there's been a lot of criticism of this West Indies team, but if they are to pull this off, what a moment it would be in Test match history for this side. 43 for 1, they stand at lunch. Very well played. First runs for the West Indies after lunch.
Yeah, Nandri Berger, you can see he's honing in and trying to get this ball to swing back at the right hander. Just over pitch on this occasion. But it's beautiful balance from Craig Brathwaite, not looking to overhit it, really just using the timing, hitting it under his eyes, and beautiful placement.
given. Brathwaite reviews again.
TV umpire to direct for LBW. The original decision on field is out. I've checked the feet placement and it's a fair delivery. You can have a look at. Okay, just rub that back. Let's go nice and slowly into the pad, please. Okay, we've got clear daylight between bat and ball. Big, nice gap there, big gap. Let's just confirm that with Ultra. Okay, roll it through into the pad. Okay, let's have a look at ball tracking when ready, please. Okay, pitching outside off, impacting line. It's hitting. Go back to side field. His original decision of out. You're on screen now. So.
Good decision. And the West Indies lose their captain. Big wicket for South Africa and Mulder. Brathwaite gone for 25, 54 for 2. Top shot. Really good. Just waited on it and pounced. Got into the over, 61 for 2.
Yeah, and he's continuing in his attacking nature. It's a length that he really enjoys scoring off. Touch short from Nandreberger, but just look how quickly he gets into position. A little semi across to the offside and picks up length quickly.
Again, great planning from South Africa. Wide to Casey Carty, and finally he gives in. The West Indies lose 2 quickly.
Oh no, I talked about discipline earlier. They've checked the front foot and it's a no ball. Wow, 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 Vian Mulder.
Clean them up, inside edge. 1 run in 13 deliveries prior to that, and you could just have sensed the anxiousness from Casey Carty, and eventually that impatience leads to his demise. Inexperience showing here for Casey Carty. Yep, just getting things wrong on that occasion, playing away from his body, taking too high a risk. Ball coming off the inside edge, ricocheting onto the stumps. Carty, after getting a reprieve, he departs now for 17, 62 for 3. First runs in 4 overs off the bat for the West Indies, and a confident strike from Kavem Hodge. A nice positive outlook from him straight away at the start of his innings. Clear intent. But again, that has to be sustained. That aggression must be controlled.
You saw that time and again during his 100 at Nottingham in the UK a few weeks ago. He's savage on the pull, Kavem Hodge.
He gets into position quite early and picks up the length. Very well executed.
The numbers would indicate that 97 runs with the pull or the hook in his short and brief career so far without ever being dismissed. I've just put the kiss of death on him with that pull shot.
Yeah, taking on Kagiso Rabada. The delivery wasn't as short as we thought.
Two boundaries in the over for Kavem Hodge, 83 for 3.
Second boundary of the over to Hodge. Boston is 83 now for 3.
9 runs coming from that over. Sort of what he's forced South Africa to do by moving that field. He opens up another scoring option.
Another pull shot, and that to me wasn't all that short from KG Rabada. Mid-wicket thought he had a chance for a moment.
Yeah, backing himself once again, Hodge. Wasn't a very short delivery, but believe that there was enough width.
He has his man on target. He didn't need that short ball. It's the length ball. 298th test wicket for KG Rabada.
Yeah, what a delivery from KG Rabada. Does play this on Kavem Hodge. But having the last laugh, having the final celebration after being struck for a couple of fours. The Hodge goes for 29. It's a 99 for 4.
Goes up high in the air and the catch is taken. So Alec Artenez succumbs to the pressure from Pete and South Africa. Maybe inexperience playing a part in this dismissal, but the young left-hander has to depart.
And Dane Pete's first wicket, just the persistence, wearing down the patience of Alec Artenez, and an unforced error, not for the first time in this innings from a West Indian batter. You mentioned the inexperience perhaps from Artenez as he goes for 15, half the side down now for 103.
That's close, that's very close. The Jason Holder gets some bat on it. We'll wait on the umpire to confirm. Review taken.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not on field. I've checked the feet placement and it's a fair delivery. If we can have a look at front on, please. Okay, just roll through nice and slowly. Okay, we've got a clear gap between bat and ball. Can go to ball tracking when ready, please. Just waiting for ball tracking. Here we go. Pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets missing. We'll go back to Hassan in the field to state his original decision of not out. Hassan, you're on screen now, please.
In the air, a little bit of a brain fade from Jason Holder. Got caught, you're thinking two minds. Probably aiming to hit it along the ground and also thinking about hitting it off the ground.
Yeah, that fielder was just precisely positioned by the wicketkeeper. Good air, good flight once again. And again, that parabolic trajectory. Jason Holder in two minds, unsure if to go for it or if to try to get a single in the end, in no man's land. And another catch from Holder. Dejection from Jason Holder goes without scoring. West Indies in dire straits at 104 for 6.
Use of the feet from Gudakesh Moti. Some counter-attacking moves here. Gets 6. Pushes the pressure back to the bowler.
Yeah, no pressure on the bowler. He wouldn't mind this at all from the left-hander. If he wants to play shots like this, then no issue. Still have a lot of runs to play with, 145 in South Africa.
Nice looking shot from Joshua De Silva. Good transferring of his weight onto the back foot. And a good execution in that cut shot.
They're still looking to score. So important. Just can't. And quite a disparity as well from the West Indians and the South Africans. 127 for 6.
So 127 for 6. And we've come to the end of this post-lunch session. The West Indies, well, they've lost 5 wickets. Of course, a run rate of 3.2. There's still 136 runs shy of a possible win in this test match. But it's been a dominant session for the South Africans with the ball.
Yeah, 5 for 84. Their returns. Kagiso Rabada. How good has he been for a long time for South Africa? Joshua De Silva and Gudakesh Moti, the men who are not out at the moment. Partnership of 23. Lots of starts there from a West Indian standpoint, but no one really putting their hands up and carrying on. And so they find themselves in a very precarious position, 127 for 6.
Well, South Africa, they've done well collectively. Kagiso Rabada with 2 wickets and inching closer to that 300 landmark. He's bowled an extended spell of 6 overs just before this tea interval. And great support from the all-rounder Bjorn Mulder with wickets again, 2 for 26. Dane Peat, who continues to have a fabulous test match with 2 wickets for 23. But all bowlers quite economical and maintaining pressure and stranglehold on the West Indian batters. So this test match at the moment, poise. The West Indies still requiring 136 runs if they are to win. South Africa, they're searching for 4 wickets for a series win as well.
Well played, really well played from Gudakesh Moti, and there will be some optimism growing at the Providence Stadium.
Yeah, playing ball on merit. Gudakesh Moti, he's got a first-class century, he can bat. There's pedigree in his batting ability. Getting more comfortable to attacking fielders around him.
Just a bit too short from Dane Peat, and Gudakesh Moti again capitalizes. 150 comes up.
It appears as though South Africa, they're really underestimating Gudakesh Moti and what he can do with the bat.
Hit straight. Would have been a superb effort. And Tristan Stubbs, the perfect man. He's so athletic. Just able to get it past him. Another boundary.
That stroke just allowed the ball to fade a bit. Was moving in the direction of the fielder. Tristan Stubbs attempted a one-hander.
A highest score in Test match cricket for one of two homeboys here. This time, Guyana Moti doing work that several in the top order should have been doing.
Yeah, he's looked to be aggressive.
It was there to be taken advantage of, and Guyana Moti says thank you very much.
Yeah, he's playing some hand here for his team. He's come in with team back against the halls, but he's playing an innings of substance so far for the West Indies.
He reviews it straight away, but if it is upheld, it'll be the second time in the match that Keshav Maharaj has gotten Guyana Moti.
Okay, pitching outside off, impact in line. We'll go back to Hassan on field to stay with his original decision of out. On screen now, Hassan. Signal.
Oh, close. Yes. He played back when he should have been forward. Has it pitched on? They reviewed it.
In line, impact in line. Wickets. Go back to Hassan on field to stay with his original decision of out.
Decision upheld, and a couple of West Indian decisions. They'll be saying, well, why couldn't we get those umpires' calls in our favor as well? The silver fought, but he goes now for 27. 1-8-2 for 8.
Edgerton will go for 4. So now the West Indies, guess what? They need exactly 63 more. Brings up the 200.
And the prettiest of shots from Jamal Warwick and squared up. Gets the edge, lands safely.
Edged. And it's flown through those 3 fielders that slipped. Don't know if they lost it in the background, but it was at a catchable height. And that's what Rabada was looking for. Opportunity grasped.
Yeah, playing at the delivery, both players just having a look at each other. Should have been taken. And no one went for the catch.
Crashed, taken, Temba Bavuma. That's an absolute beauty. Wicket 299 for Kagiso Rabada, and diminutive in stature, but that was a catch out of this world.
And needed something special, trying to take on the last delivery, but just look at the athleticism from the South African skipper. One-handed blinder. The send-off from Rabada. Shema Joseph goes for 11, 205 for 9.
Catch. Very good strike from Warwick, and he was waiting for that moment to unleash on Maharaj. There it was.
Yeah, he's played a vital hand in the last Test match, so he'll bring a lot of confidence into this innings. And Keshav Maharaj, yeah, just a bit flighted, inviting the big shot. And Jamal Warwick said, "I'll have a piece of you." Yeah, fortunate runs. Warwick again, he's enjoying his time out in the middle. West Indies now need 45.
Still some belief there. You can sense from the spectators at the ground. Nice looking stroke from Jaden Seales. Can he match the excellence we saw with his bowling and transfer that with his batting?
Yeah, these are real positive signs. They're not going to go without a fight. He was out there doing the bulk of the bowling.
There is the catch. That's the final wicket. A 23rd Test match win for South Africa against the West Indies. A 10th consecutive series win in Test match cricket against West Indies. And the Sir Vivian Richards Trophy stays firmly intact in the South African coffers.
Yeah, that's the conclusion of a hard-fought series between these two nations. Marred by the weather in the first Test match. And it showcased a challenging surface here. It tested the techniques, the temperament of all these players. And this is the final moment. Jaden Seales pressed a little hard to that, and excellent work by David Bellingham under the helmet for South Africa. Yeah, it's a massive moment in this game. And that is the moment that sees South Africa victorious. Yeah, you look at that top order, you'd ask and cry for a few more in the contributions department. But Gudekas Moti, 45, and Warwicken kept the hopes alive of a Test match victory, but not to be. Excellent work all round by the South African bowlers. They were put to the task, put to the test on the testing surface here in Guyana.
And maybe something for the West Indies to take from this South Africa bowling effort. The two senior statesmen leading the way with wickets. Kagiso Rabada, 3 for 50. Keshav Maharaj, 3 for 37. Now most prolific as a South African spinner. And ably supported by Vian Mulder once more, 2 for 35. Dane Pete, 2 for 50. And Nandre Berger also playing his supporting role in the victory. So a wrap of this test, you can see batting was a real challenge for both sides. The bowlers dominated proceedings, 5 wickets to Shamar Joseph in that first innings. No one getting a half century for South Africa. West Indies in reply had Jason Holder lead their batting effort. They were shut out for 144. Vian Mulder coming to the fore with his 4 wickets for 32. And then South Africa batting a second time in this test match. Much better. 246 they were bowled out for. And that set the West Indies a target that they fell short by 40 runs. Just not sufficient partnerships in that batting lineup. And they were bowled out for 222.
A very proud moment for South Africa, their captain and their team and the backroom staff. They will savor this victory